Thanh Ngọc xin gửi chào thân ái đến quý vị khán giả và các bạn trẻ của đài truyền hình VNTV. Kính thưa quý vị, cư dân tại San Diego đang rất háo hức chờ đón cuộc tổng tuyển cử cho chức thị trưởng sắp tới đây vào ngày 11 tháng 2. Và ngày hôm nay, Thanh Ngọc hân hạnh được trò chuyện cùng với anh David Alvarez, một trong những ứng cử viên cho cuộc tổng tuyển cử sắp tới. Good evening, David. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you? Thank you very much.
It's my greatest honor to have you here tonight. And I know that you've been given so many interviews, so many talks around San Diego. So our hope of having you here tonight is to actually bring you closer to the Vietnamese community. So can you actually tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Absolutely. And again, thank you very much. I am a native San Diegan, although my parents were immigrants to this country. They came from the country of Mexico. They came with my older sister and 4 brothers. So we're a big family, 6 children and 2 parents. They came here and we stayed here in San Diego, and I grew up right here in San Diego. My parents did not have an education, and so when they were raising us, they were working hard to provide to the family. My dad worked cleaning offices and cleaning bathrooms. He was a janitor in buildings. And my mom, she was a stay-at-home mom for the most part, and then when we were old enough to walk to school on our own, she then went to work. She worked in fast food restaurants. So she was, cooking in the kitchen or washing dishes. And they worked really, really hard. They were very committed to making sure that their children had a great opportunity. After all, that's why they came to the U.S., like many other immigrant families, to give their family a better life. So my parents really are, they fought really hard. They worked really hard. They taught me dedication and commitments to your family. And so I'm really proud of them and what they did to sacrifice for us.
And I'm pretty sure that they are very happy and proud of you.
Yes, my dad still lives. He's 80 years old, and he lives in my house with my family. And it's really nice because I have a 4-year-old daughter, and we're actually expecting a second baby.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, in March. And so to be able to see him interact with my daughter from when she was born is really something special. She gets to have that connection to her roots and to her culture. And we speak Spanish at home because my dad only speaks Spanish. He's monolingual. And so my daughter's learning Spanish at home, and it's a really good mix. It's great to have my dad be there and be interacting with my daughter, and he is very proud. Yes.
Kính thưa quý vị, vừa rồi thì anh David Alvarez có chia sẻ thêm một đôi điều về chính bản thân của mình. Anh cùng với gia đình đến Mỹ nhập cư từ Mexico, thì cũng giống như những người dân nhập cư khác, gia đình của anh mong muốn tìm có được một cơ hội tốt hơn cho con cái của mình. Cũng vì vậy mà ba mẹ anh đã cố gắng hết sức mình để nuôi dạy con cái trưởng thành. Ba của anh David đã từng làm janitor, tức là một người công nhân viên lau chùi quét dọn tại những office, trong khi mẹ anh đã làm những việc như là từ nấu nướng, rửa chén tại các cửa hàng fast food hoặc là thức ăn nhanh đó quý vị. Chính vì như vậy đó thì ba mẹ anh là những cái tấm gương và ví dụ điển hình cho sự chăm chỉ, tận tụy và hết lòng. Thì hiện tại ba của anh đã được 80 tuổi và vẫn còn đang sống chung với gia đình của anh. Anh David đã có gia đình và một cô con gái. Tất cả mọi người trong gia đình đều nói Spanish, tiếng tức là tiếng Mễ Tây Cơ, để con cái của anh có thể gìn giữ được tiếng nói cội nguồn của mình. Anh David cũng có chia sẻ thêm một cái thông tin rất là vui, đó là gia đình anh sắp chào đón một thành viên thứ 2 trong gia đình. So what are your motivations to run for this upcoming election to be the mayor of San Diego?
Well, again, as a native San Diegan, I've seen a lot of changes in the city, and sometimes not such good changes for all of our communities. I grew up, again, in a very poor household and in a very poor community of San Diego, where a lot of the things that other places in San Diego had access to, we did not. And so I really believe in rebuilding our city. People who drive around the city can notice just in our roads alone how our city is crumbling because we have bad roads. But it's not just the roads, there's so many other things that are missing in our city. The fire stations to keep us all safe. Our police department, our men and women in the police are leaving to other departments, they're retiring. We've got to keep more public safety, men and women serving so that we can protect our families. Our parks have not been maintained in good quality, and we need more of them so that our families have good places to go after school or on the weekends. Those are the things that are important to me, and that's why I'm running for mayor, to make sure that those same opportunities that I had when I was growing up are there for future generations.
That's very nice. Not only you want to put what you see into reality, what you want to build for the future generation, but you also have that really strong love for all the San Diego people.
Yes, and we can be a really great city, and I know everybody loves San Diego. We all love San Diego. I was born here and want to stay here. I know when people come to the city, they want to stay here because they just fall in love with it.
Exactly,
But there's so much more that we can do. We can create good middle class jobs so that people who live here can have a good life. We can make sure that we support our small businesses so that small businesses have good ability to be successful and to thrive and to grow and to hire more people. We can take advantage of obviously our natural environment to protect our beaches and our bays and our open space that again makes San Diego such a beautiful place to live. We want to make sure that all of that for the long term is something that we keep for everyone here in the future.
I see. So being very successful today, I'm curious, who is actually your role model and why?
You know, my dad was my role model in terms of work, hard work, dedication, getting up early, working long hours. He not only was a janitor, before that he was picking crops in the fields. He would come from Mexico, contracted, and then go back home, and then he would come again to try to give to his family a better life. And so his dedication, his motivation to always do better really is an inspiration to me. And then my mom, who complimented him very well. And from her, it was being compassionate and serving others and doing good for other people. I remember growing up, we always had a lot of family. So we were a big family of 8 in 3 bedrooms, but we always had family living with us. We always had somebody staying with us, somebody who needed a place to stay, friends who needed a place to stay. And that was my mom. She was the caring one. She was the one that always wanted to be helpful in some way. And so you take that mixture of hard work and dedication and the compassion to make the world a better place, you mix those two together, and they've really, they taught me those values. Even though they had no education, they taught me really good values that I hope I can lead this city with.
I see. So your story can actually be a biggest, inspiration for a lot of young people out there, especially to the Vietnamese immigrants and, the younger generation that, watch the show today.
Absolutely. Everything is possible. And we have a wonderful country here in the U.S. where the possibilities are endless. We have to take advantage of those opportunities. We have to go to school. Exactly. We have to work really hard. And when we do that, opportunities open up, the doors open up. But also, make no mistake, there are some opportunities that aren't available to people. And that's another reason why I'm running for mayor, because I want to make sure that everybody, regardless of your background or where you live, you have those opportunities for yourself and for your family.
Là một người rất là thành công thì anh David thần tượng nhất đó chính là người cha của mình, bởi vì ba của David chính là biểu tượng cho sự chăm chỉ, thức khuya dậy sớm. Không những vậy, mẹ của anh là một người phụ nữ có lòng yêu thương hết mực, luôn luôn tận tâm vì mọi người. Chính vì điều đó cho nên David muốn kết hợp cái sự chăm chỉ đó cộng với lòng yêu thương đó, đem đến cái thái độ đó để mà phục vụ hết lòng cho người dân San Diego. Thì Thanh Ngọc cũng thấy được rằng là câu chuyện của anh David rất là cảm động. Đó có thể là một cái tấm gương rất là tốt cho những người trẻ của chúng ta noi theo. Anh David thì cũng đồng ý với Thanh Ngọc, đó là những bạn trẻ của chúng ta thì hãy nên những cái tận dụng những cái cơ hội mà mình có được, cố gắng hết mình để có thể biến giấc mơ của mình thành sự thật. Và anh David cũng đã hứa với chúng ta rằng không chỉ các bạn tận dụng những cơ hội mình có được, mà anh David cũng sẽ cố gắng tạo ra thêm nhiều cơ hội cho các bạn trẻ của chúng ta. Speaking about creating opportunities for other people, for younger generation, what are some of the plans that you have if you elected as a mayor to create more jobs in San Diego?
Well, one of the things that I'm really excited about is about working in partnership with our businesses. And I've created something called the Business Advisory Group, where we're bringing in individuals who are either small business owners or medium business owners or people who have tried and have been successful in opening up a business. And we're looking at all the rules and all the laws that exist on the books today here in San Diego, and how do some of those are getting in the way. What can we do to make sure that people who want to start a business, who have the entrepreneur spirit, how do we get out of the way and let them to be successful, allow them to be successful? And so the Business Advisory Group is helping me in figuring out what those regulations are, what are the things we need to do differently, how are we going to be more embracing of someone who wants to start a business and help them along the way instead of get in their way. And so that's what we're working on to ensure that our small businesses are successful and business in general is successful. Because, San Diego is going to grow. It's going to become a larger city. We need to have good employment for the growth that's going to occur. Exactly. And that's why we have to focus on making sure that we work with everybody in the business community, and no matter whether you're small or big, a restaurant or a shop, or you're in the technology sector and you want to start new technologies, all of those have its different challenges and we have to address them all.
Để tạo ra thêm nhiều việc làm cho người dân San Diego thì anh David muốn hợp tác với những business và anh đã tạo ra một nhóm gọi là Advisory Group để tất cả những business từ nhỏ đến lớn có thể ngồi xuống cùng nhau bàn bạc xem xét những cái luật lệ, những cái quy luật ở San Diego đã ảnh hưởng gì đến business của họ, để từ đó mình có thể đúc tỉa kinh nghiệm và cũng có thể xem xét coi làm cách nào để những cái luật lệ đó không cản trở những cái business của mọi người mà ngược lại còn có thể giúp đỡ thêm cho mọi người. Speaking about business, with the scandal that Bob Funer created, do you have the confidence or do you think San Diego can actually rebuild our image as well as the confidence that we have with all the business leaders?
Absolutely. You know, I think we've put that behind us. It was a very challenging time for all of us as San Diegans, but we've put that behind us. We are moving forward. Over the last 6 months, we've had Mayor Todd Gloria, who's endorsed my campaign. He's done a fantastic job of putting us on track, and we are on the right track. And we're coming to a point now where we are going to decide our destiny and our future and what kind of San Diego we want. And so I'm really proud of all of the support that I have from business leaders. And when I get elected mayor, we're going to work together to make sure that we move forward in a positive way.
That's really awesome. So I know that you're running against Kevin Faulkner. So what are some of the things that you will actually do differently from him if you get the office?
You know, I represent the values of the majority of San Diegans, working class individuals who are struggling, who are looking to do better. I represent neighborhoods. He has been on the city council for some time, and all of his interests have always been downtown and hoteliers and developers, and not the community. The communities have been left behind. The communities have been neglected. I've been a champion for communities. I've worked hard to restore funding for parks and libraries and all of the things that people throughout the entire city want to see the city do better. And that's what I've been the champion for. He's been the champion for big downtown projects that leave us behind. They don't take care. That's why our infrastructure is falling apart, because as we were taking care of them, all of us were suffering. And so my candidacy is about making sure that everybody in San Diego can benefit from all of the good things that we have to offer, from our budget, making sure we spend our resources in a way that is equitable and fair for everyone.
I see. So how could you envision San Diego if you are the mayor? How could you make it become more affordable and, being a really good place for multi-generations in the future?
Well, I support increasing the minimum wage so that people can have a better pay. We have a lot of people who are earning very little. They cannot afford to raise a family here. They cannot afford to live here. It's very expensive in San Diego. And so I supported more funding for affordable housing. Another thing where Kevin and I differ, he did not support that. He does not support building affordable housing and creating funds to do that. We need to have a diverse population, because people, they start somewhere at the bottom, but everybody wants to work their way up. That's the American dream. And we have to give people those opportunities to eventually, start up their business, buy a house, raise their family, send their kids off to college. That's the basic things that we need to do in the city.
I see. Thì chắc hẳn là không ít trong số quý vị đang xem đài đã từng nghe qua tin tức về Bob Funer. Thì Thanh Ngọc có hỏi anh David là theo như anh nghĩ thì anh có đủ tự tin để mà tiếp tục xây dựng mối quan hệ với những nhà lãnh đạo đứng đầu trong ngành thương mại. Thì anh nói là chắc chắn là anh có cái lòng tự tin đó rồi, bởi vì trong vòng 6 tháng qua anh đã nhận được rất nhiều sự ủng hộ từ những người đứng đầu trong ngành thương mại, cộng thêm được sự ủng hộ từ phía Todd Gloria. Trong lúc Kevin Faulkner làm việc với những công trình lớn ở downtown San Diego thì David là một đại diện cho cộng đồng San Diego, cho những người dân, những gia đình. Anh David có một cái mong muốn, đó là đem đến những cái điều tốt đẹp nhất cho người dân của chúng ta. Một trong những điều mà David thực sự ủng hộ đó chính là tăng mức lương trung bình cho người dân tại San Diego. Ngoài ra thì anh cũng mong muốn mình có thể San Diego có thể thêm tiền housing cho mọi người, cho dù là, bởi vì anh nói là cho dù bất cứ mọi người dù xuất phát ở bất cứ nơi nào, bất cứ tầng lớp nào cũng có thể xây dựng được một cuộc sống ổn định, cũng có thể tạo được giấc mơ cho riêng mình. And another question is that what are some of the plans that you have in order to improve the education for younger children?
That's one of the other differences, that I have a plan for education, where we're going to make sure that every child that wants to get an experience and exposure to a career has one. We want to create over 10,000 internship opportunities, working collaboratively and partnering with our businesses. We have so much diverse businesses. We have a high-tech industry, biotech industry. We have tourism. We have manufacturing. We have our military industry. So there's so many things going on in San Diego. We have to give our young people opportunities and exposure so they can see what is available for them in life. And so that my plan for education is to partner with our schools, to work with our schools. Even though the mayor is not in charge of the schools, I want to make sure that we actually focus in partnering with our schools to do more programs, to open up our playgrounds, to open up our fields so that people can have more park space. Government needs to start working together, schools and the state and the city. We got to start working together to do more with less resources that we have.
Kính thưa quý vị, một điều cuối cùng mà anh David chia sẻ ở đây đó chính là anh mong muốn có thể kết hợp trường học cộng với những business khác nhau và nhà nước để đem đến những cái cơ hội internship cho các em học sinh, sinh viên để các em có thể tìm hiểu thêm về ngành nghề mà mình mong muốn theo đuổi. So on behalf of the Vietnamese community, I would like to say thank you so much for all your dedication, commitment, and all the visions that you have for us. So I'm wondering if you could have one last shout-out message to all the Vietnamese audience that we have tonight.
Absolutely. I want to thank you and thank everybody for the opportunity and for listening tonight. This election is very important. It's about the future of all of us, all of our families, all of our people. And we have to go out and vote. We have to make our voice heard. If we do not go and vote February the 11th, then other people are going to be making the decisions for us. We need to elect representatives that reflect our values, our shared values for our families, to have good jobs, a better and stronger economy, to support our small business, to protect our environment, and to give all of our communities and our neighborhoods public safety and good roads and making sure that our parks and libraries are open for our children to enjoy. Please go out and vote on February the 11th. It is very important to make your voice heard. And once again, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for being with us tonight, and I wish you the best of luck in the upcoming election.
Thank you very
much.
much.
Kính thưa quý vị, Thanh Ngọc hy vọng rằng cuộc trò chuyện giữa Thanh Ngọc và David Alvarez ngày hôm nay sẽ giúp quý vị hiểu rõ thêm về cuộc tuyển cử sắp tới và quý vị sẽ có thể đưa ra những quyết định sáng suốt hơn cho lá phiếu của mình. Thanh Ngọc xin cảm ơn quý vị đã theo dõi chương trình ngày hôm nay. Thân ái chào tạm biệt và hẹn gặp lại quý vị trong chương trình kỳ sau.